Hey guys, day 3 of my Autism Awareness Month videos. So today I want to discuss why there's such a difference between the amount of boys who are diagnosed with autism compared to the amount of girls who are diagnosed with autism. For boys, it's about a 1 in 37 chance that they'll be diagnosed with autism. For girls, it's 1 in 151. So that's a big gap. Early research into autism looked at the structure of the male brain versus the female brain, and they did find that some females who have more of the structure in the part of the brain responsible for like communication was more similar to a male brain. So that could be part of it. Another thing is the XY chromosome. So a boy has an X chromosome and a Y chromosome. Girls have 2 X chromosomes. What happens is they found that there are certain alterations that can be found on the X chromosome that leads to autism symptoms, more likely to be diagnosed with autism than those without those alterations. But it's only found in boys, because if a boy has an alteration on the X chromosome, he has a Y chromosome, and so it can't make up for that defect. Whereas a girl has 2 X chromosomes. If there's a defect on one X chromosome, it's masked by the other X chromosome, kind of. I'm not going to get too technical in this. Also, they have found that male DNA is more susceptible before and after birth to environmental factors, mutations because of environmental factors. And those environmental factors I'll cover in a future video in this month about possible causes of autism. Other studies have shown that because females, even those diagnosed with autism, can be more social. Females on a whole are more social creatures, better at communication. So that can be part of the reason why maybe girls aren't being diagnosed as often as they should, because they're masking their symptoms, because they're more likely to adapt to social situations.
Am I a girl?
Yes, you are a girl. You're a crazy girl who's acting like a monkey over there. It can be that girls are just better at mimicking behaviors of other children their age or other people, so they mask their own autism symptoms, and they typically have better communication skills, which is a big part of autism, the social and the communication. Some people have also argued that possibly the diagnostic criteria for autism is more towards stereotypically like boy autism, but girls can have different symptoms that you wouldn't typically relate to an autism diagnosis, a typical autism diagnosis. So there is a lot of ongoing research into the realm of like boys versus girls with autism. You're going to still have that entire range of high functioning all the way down to what they want to say low functioning in both boys and girls. It's not that all girls are high functioning, only boys can be nonverbal or anything like that. There is representation of the entire spectrum in both males and females. So I have heard that girls are typically being diagnosed later than boys because some of those other symptoms and signs of autism don't really show up or become a problem until a little bit later in life. But yeah, I think it's interesting all the research being done in the field of boys versus girls with autism, just because I only had the boys and then never thought I would have a girl, so I didn't even look into the signs and symptoms of girls with autism or why there was such a difference. I knew that there was, but it didn't apply to us at that time. So I've just recently looked up a lot more into why is it so much different? I see.
But this month,
Are you trying
Mommy, watch this. Mommy, watch this.
I think he's trying to eat the dust.
Mom,
What are you doing?
Mommy,
You want to say bye-bye?
bye bye.
Bye-bye. Until next time. Bye.
Watch this, Mom. Bye. Thanks for watching.